You know what? Maybe fighting Dr. Wily is a bad idea, because if you strike him down, he shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. This is the Mississippi King, welcoming y'all back to the finale of Let's Play Mega Man 9. This is it, folks!
We're here on this shaft thing, which is interesting. Like, how it works is you shoot it, like you shoot, and then it sends you in one direction, in the opposite direction. So it's kind of like Newton's third law. You fire in one direction and you get sent flying in the other direction. And the more you shoot, the faster you go in the opposite direction. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, in this episode we're actually going to finish the game. I'm going to be showing off some extra features, although I won't be showing off Legacy Mode because for the life of me I can't see how it really changes. Like, yeah, I get that it's supposed to enable strike flickering, but I don't run into it. Like, doesn't seem to actually work. Of course it may work, but if it does, then it wouldn't be so different as to warrant showing it off.
And I'm also going to be showing off these special stages, but right soon we'll be running into some more Lancaster Joes, or whatever they're called. And you'll want to watch out in the vertical shafts, because it can be kind of treacherous. Like, let's not kid ourselves, this is a danger. Actually, it's not that hard. Even in superhero mode, it's not that bad, but you will want to watch out for the enemies that grab you and throw you, and like send you flying in one direction. Those guys are freaking annoying. And I don't like them, and the annoying thing is they're everywhere in superhero mode. And it's really annoying. And we just ran into some enemies that are fake one-ups. And those guys, they're not actually that hard. They just like trick you by thinking, oh, it'll be a one-up, but no, it's actually an enemy, and it can spawn one-ups, which is hilarious when they do, but still, they're not things you want to be collecting. And the annoying thing is that, like, these guys are everywhere in superhero mode, and it's like, it doesn't make the game harder, it just makes it annoying. Like, seriously, it does not make this game, like, that hard. But they're everywhere in superhero mode, and they think that makes the game harder, but it really doesn't. Don't think that I can be fooled by it when you use it more often than actual one-ups. It's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. If you fool me once, then you can't fool me again. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, it's shame on me or something like that. Now this Seashell Joe, or whatever he's called, is annoying because his knockback can cause you to fall into the pit. And that's annoying because that's a bottomless pit. You die in it. But the boss of this place is a familiar face. Fairly familiar. It's oh no. Oh no, this can't be happening. I destroyed your ugly yellow mug, and green mug for that matter, in previous games. How many times do you want to come back and get revenge on me? What is your deal? Seriously, leave me alone. I never asked for this. You annoying punk, you think that you can haunt my dreams with your stupid annoying pet? No, I'm just kidding. He's actually very easy because there's a trick to him. The black hole bomb. You can pause it to get a new one and like keep doing that along his path, and he should actually go down fairly easily. I mean, I'm not even at full health, and I'm pretty sure I can beat this punk. He's not that hard, actually. He's easier than I am claiming him to be. Again, I gotta play this stuff up for comedy. And, with that, we've reached the 4th and final Wily stage, which is, well, what else? The place where we'll run into the boss rush. So you know what that means. It's time for a speed montage that is gonna come up pretty soon, actually. And, for this speed montage, I've picked out the song Back in Time from the game Sonic R. This song I've picked is because that, I think that this game is just so old school, like it's an 8-bit game in 2008 that takes me back in time. E-Tanks? Where we're going, we don't need E-Tanks. Oh wait, that's from Back to the Future, one of the best movies ever! This is going to be quite the boss rush. So Wily, why don't you make like a tree and get out of here? And the reason I'm taking hits from the lasers right there is because that I want to save the concrete shot for the final boss. You'll see what I mean when we actually get to him, but there are a few important energy pickups. But once we go down, we're going to do the boss rush. Hit it! Now it's time to fight Wily for the 9th time in the Numbers Classic Series. Seriously, 9 times? You think this guy would get the hint, but yeah, the final boss is interesting because there's actually no weakness to the first form. Once again, you can damage it by bouncing something back at it, similar to the spike pushers, but this form is, it can be pretty tricky, and just like for the Mega Mech's Shark, there's very little middle ground between getting hit a lot and getting hit very little. But the second form is a little tricky, but I actually find this second form to be easier than the first. And it's weak to the concrete shot, hence why I was saving it up. But the reason I was saving up Tornado Blow was for the Wily Capsule. Because for this form, he actually disappears and reappears, but what the Tornado Blow can do is get rid of his shots. So you can, like, fire it and use it to, like, nullify his attacks. Same with the black hole bomb. And you can also use the Hornet Chaser to attack him, even though it does piddly damage. However, like, the Tornado Blow is the main one that you'll want to get. Because, believe me, that is gonna come in handy. Like, its actual weakness is the Plug Ball, hence why I was saving that. But you don't need to save it as much. But we're just about done. Almost done with Mega Man. Seriously, it's over, folks. The retrospective. As you can see, I beat the final boss without using an energy tank. So that makes 7 games in a row that I've beaten without using a single energy tank. Here we are. Please forgive me! I want you to see something, Wily. This is where you first went wrong. Then this time. And this time. And this time. And this time. So yeah, I'm feeling kind of nostalgic. We've beaten him 9 times. Let's recap them all, shall we?
Beat me again, Mega Man. I should tell you, there's something I was hiding from you.
What is it?
Dr. Light was taken away by the police, was he not? That wasn't a real officer. It was a fake police robot I created. Dr. Light is in the next room, but he fell ill, so he's sleeping now. You have to hurry and get him to a hospital. This way!
Dr. Light! You're a fool, Mega Man. It's a trap. That's the Dr. Light robot Wily used to make that fake video. It may be, but if that's the real Dr. Light, then I have to help him. Naive as always. Do what you want then.
So long, Mega Man! You will be destroyed along with this castle!
I'm glad that wasn't Dr. Light, but that poor robot. looks like you need my help again. Seriously, you should have believed Proto Man.
Mega Man has once again put a stop to Dr. Wily's evil plans. Dr. Light was found to be innocent of all wrongdoing, and was able to return to his laboratory. The future holds the promise of peace for the people of Earth. Dr. Wily, however, was nowhere to be found.
And with that, we have completed Mega Man 9. It's been quite the ride, and well, I think the story had some potential to be, like, the best in the series, because it actually does raise some interesting questions, like, do robots resent their human creators? Like, do they resent being disposed of against their will? Like, that's an interesting question, but the game goes absolutely nowhere with that. And they just don't answer it, because it would have been an interesting question to ask, but here's the credits, and I do like the credits theme, I must say. It's pretty good. And it feels so satisfying to listen to it after such a journey through 9 Mega Man games, and we still ain't done. Because there's Mega Man 10 that's left to come. And boy, oh boy, I am going to have quite a bit to say about that game. And the structure for the next LP for Mega Man 10 is actually going to be a bit different from my usual LPs, like my usual structure, because I'm actually going to be playing as all 3 characters. What difficulty am I going to be playing on? Well, y'all will just have to wait and see for that. And it's not gonna be a cakewalk. But, yeah, this just shows all of the Robot Masters doing peaceful... I don't know if this is a flashback or a flash forward to, like, where they're able to, like, live normal lives and their programming is fixed or things like that. But it is still a cool ending sequence. And, yeah, I don't think the game is quite as good as other people make it out to be, but it's still my 4th favorite in the series. I still enjoy it. It's got a lot to love about it, and it's pretty fun. And there are some interesting features. And, well, we're done with Mega Man 9. Except not quite, because, you know, I think Fishman worked on this game, because Fish deserved to be able to do that, and maybe Bamboo, because Clents are people too, you know. But that's it, folks. Except not quite, because there are a few extra features that I'm going to be showing off. So we're done, folks. This is it. Except, well, I mean, we'll wait till the thing shows, and I may as well wait to see my time with what I got. And it was produced by, well, some familiar people. Hey, finished a challenge, and, less than an hour. New record, not bad, but the first thing I want to show off would be the endless attack mode. And with this, you can basically use all of your special weapons, and the goal is to get as far as you can into endless attack. Like, it's measured in the amount of screens you get through. So, that can be interesting, and I'll be showing this off more in depth later when we get to Mega Man 10, because I do want to do a lot for the extra video for Mega Man 10, and yes, I am going to have to make an extra video for that, because there's a lot of stuff to cover in Mega Man 10, but in this, I may as well just give you, like, the general overview of what Endless Attack is. But it's not much, it's pretty short, and there's not a whole lot to it. I'll just try and get through it. I mean, as far as I can, which I haven't really practiced this, so if I die early on, don't be surprised. You get as far as you can get, like, without dying, and that's how it works. And we're getting close to, like, a really tricky spot because, like, it takes a bit of tricky platforming in order to get through. And it can be pretty annoying. And, I died. But, now that that's out of the way, it's time to show off the special stage. Now, I forgot to mention that both Endless Attack and the special stage are DLC in the original version of the game, but I'm playing the Legacy Collection version of it. And for the special stage, you don't actually get any weapons from it, which is a little lame, but still, there are some interesting things going for it. It's a good challenge, and I do enjoy it.
But, besides that, it has a lot of repeat stuff. I'm going to be editing out the boss fights because there's not much to show with them. Because it's like you run into a lot of mini bosses that you've run into before, and just like for Endless Attack, if you die, that's it. You don't get any one-ups, and they try to trick you with this, with a fake one-up later on in the stage, but if you're familiar with that, then you should be able to tell. But it's not that hard, actually. It's an interesting challenge. There are some designs that make you use all of your weapons, and I do like the level design for this place. It's very fun, fast-paced, and not a whole lot else that I can really say. However, there are some enemies, and the enemies are pretty neat. But I like how this stage is structured. It's generally very fun, and I like it. It's not too bad. But, yeah, once we beat it, then we get to fight, well, once we get to the end, that is, we'll get to face off against Fake Man, the fake police robot that Dr. Wily created. You see, Dr. Light was actually taken away by the police, like real police, not a fake police robot. And, there are some interesting things, like this place is pretty easy, actually, if you know what you're doing. But, I mean, I'm showing you some footage, and I don't know that this will be my best run. I'm not exactly going through, like, a speed run or anything, and if I decided to do that, I'm pretty sure I could get a much better time. But still. And, we've just got through a bunch of boss fights already. That ain't too bad, if you ask me. But, once we get to the end, well, Fake Man is actually a very easy boss fight. Probably the easiest thing to... Oh, of course, I don't know, I mean, one of the easiest. Maybe the third or second easiest. I still insist that if you know who is the easiest, Galaxy Man, that is. But since they give you access to all of your weapons in the special stage, it's not that hard. You can actually play all of the other regular stages in the default mode. Like, you can actually play the, like, Magma Man stage and whatnot, and that's neat.
Of course, since I'm editing this stuff out, it's going to be kind of an editing nightmare because, well, I'm not looking forward to actually getting around to editing this video because, boy, howdy, it is going to be a pain to edit. And, the thing to remember with Fake Man is that whenever he jumps, like whenever you press the shoot button, then that's when he jumps. And you can use that to your advantage, but if you just keep up, like what I usually do with the Jewel satellite, then he should go down pretty easily, actually. And there's not much to that, really at all. is ridiculously easy. But the next thing I want to show off would be Proto Man mode. You can actually play as Proto Man, as it implies. You can't play as Proto Man on Hero mode, or Superhero mode, or in Endless Attack, or Time Attack. But you can still play as him in regular stages, like in the main game. And he basically gets the same thing as, like, Mega Man, except that he takes double damage and double the knockback. Because, like, he can actually charge his shot and slide. And that can come in handy. And his Proto Shield allows him to block enemy projectiles. And that's something that can come in handy. But now it's time for the parts that y'all have been waiting for. Box art time? But it's a downloadable game. How's it got box art when it's downloadable? And there is no box art. It doesn't come in a box. And, well, you'd be right to that. However, there is something that they did create that serves the purpose of box art. So instead of renaming this whole segment, I'm just gonna call it box art time. Anyway, we'll start off with the American box art. And oh boy, it is butt ugly. But this time it's actually butt ugly on purpose. Like it's meant to evoke that old ridiculous box art for the original Mega Man game and Mega Man 2. It just looks so ridiculous and corny. How can you not love it? But with that out of the way, let me guess, the Japanese... Okay, go figure, the Japanese box art actually looks pretty cool. Of course, like, I'm not complaining because we did get the hilariously ridiculous American box art, so yeah, there's that. And the Japanese box art, on the other hand, actually does look pretty cool, I must admit. But yeah, that's it for Mega Man 9. So join me next time when we tackle Mega Man 10. This is the Mississippi King, signing out. See y'all next time.